moving right along. USC versus Colorado, Chris. I'll start us off here with a little bit of USC hype.
Let's go.
I mean, look, a lot of people have got a lot of different things to say about USC. I mean, they've done exactly what they've needed to do up until this point on the offensive side of the ball. They're ranked third in total offense. You know, as you look at this matchup against Colorado, Colorado currently ranks 125th in the country in total defense. Caleb Williams, just for reference here, has 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions.
Wow. He's playing to win another Heisman is what he's doing.
I'm telling you, know, I don't know if you could say quietly. There's a lot of hype around a lot of different guys in the country, but he's just chugging right along, man. Just doing what he needs to do. I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do. On defense, the Trojans rank 70th in total defense, Chris, in the country. But here's where I think that stat kind of is a little bit, innocuous, if you will, right? I mean, they allowed a third-string quarterback at Arizona State to slice them up last week for 28 points and 353 yards. That to me is where things get tough. We've seen them not just against Arizona State, but against other teams, kind of like who was it? San Diego State or something? San Jose State, yeah.
A bunch of points on them too. Yep.
I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, we've seen that Colorado can do on the offensive side of the ball, so it's going to be interesting to see how they stack up. In this one, I think USC they're going to have to get some stops, which again, it's going to be a really interesting game. Not let that Colorado atmosphere, both the fans and the altitude, get to them. I mean, this to me, Chris, almost kind of feels like a trap game. Because, here's the other side of it. We know at least once a year, Lincoln Riley-led teams stumble and end up losing a game they shouldn't. Happens every year. But, Chris, I want you to talk to me about Colorado. Tell me what we need to know about Colorado.
I actually have a couple questions to your nice long novel there. What's innocuous mean? I don't even know what the hell that means. I have no idea. I'm a simple redneck here from Nebraska. What's innocuous mean?
I'm using my Stephen A. Smith words today, Chris.
Okay, a little bit too
so
much.
We'll leave it right there.
All right. Moving on. You said it best. Lincoln Riley does slip up, but it ain't going to be this week, man. And I'm going to talk about the Buffs, man, here. And their offense is really, really good, right? We know that. We know what they are. They're all over the media. I'm not going to get into all that. They're 3-1. They got just skull-drug across the field against Oregon last week, and Dan Lanning, Bo Nix, those guys, everybody just lit them up, man. It wasn't even funny. They shouldn't have. If they didn't, Oregon could have kept them and held them to 0 points if they wanted to. They were playing second and third stringers in the second half. That's how bad that game was. But good thing is you can bounce back here in college football. This is how it works, right? Oregon outgained, though, in that game, Christian. You spoke about the defense. Oregon outgained Colorado 522 to 199 total yards. I mean, that's an absurd amount. And Colorado is giving up 475 yards a game. I know I'm supposed to be sitting here trying to tell you why Colorado is going to win this game. There's not much to talk about positives as far as Colorado coming into this game. Yes, they can put up points on offense, but not at the rate that USC can, right? I mean, USC and Caleb Williams, you spoke about him. This guy is a machine. He is throwing 3, 4, 5 touchdowns a game. Colorado is giving up that in the air every time they play somebody. Offensively, though, for Colorado, if they want a shot in this game, they got to protect the damn quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is going to get killed. He's been sacked, I swear, like 27 or 30 freaking times already this year. I think Shedeur Sanders is a top 10 draft pick either this year or next year whenever he decides to come out. I think he's really, really good. But you got to protect the kid, man. I mean, you got to. Colorado's shown that they haven't been able to do that. It's got to be better this game. I know USC's defense is not as great as some of the elite defenses out there, but they're going to have to do a better job regardless. The other thing here with Colorado, you're averaging only 55 yards a game on the ground. It's just they're so one-dimensional. I think Oregon knew that coming into the game last week. Put pressure on Shedeur, send the house. It was over in the first quarter. Let's be honest. So in this game, Christian, I'm going to go right into my prediction, man. It's hard to talk about a lot of positive things about Colorado. They don't have any Travis Hunter. Even if he did play in this game, I'm going to say this. I know it sounds bold. I don't really think it matters. He doesn't. He's not an offensive lineman. He's not a defensive lineman, and that's Colorado's biggest struggle this year has been up front. Give me USC in this game, 52. Give me Colorado 20.
Ooh, man, that is a bold take. I think there's something to be said on the road. Altitude's got to play a part into this, right? I mean, isn't that a thing, right? The altitude of Colorado. A lot of people struggle when they go there. I think that'll play into it, and this is what I think. I think before I give you my final score prediction on it, Chris, I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
I think it'll be surprisingly close at the half, and then I think USC is going to pull away late in this one.
Okay.
Give me USC 41, Colorado 31.
Wow. Okay, you got a little bit of a shootout there then in Boulder. Okay, I like it though. I like it. I mean, we obviously don't consult about these, so I like it.